Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How is everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. And this is Forex Traders Course 101. And if you are new, everybody, if this is your first time, remember, number one, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Okay. And what we are trying to do here, everybody, we are trying to... Thank you. Time is up. We are trying to build the 3 pillars of a beginner trader. Okay, we are trying to learn those modules in here. This is all beginner stuff, everybody. Okay, basic module, market structure, highs and lows, trends. Beginner module, trends, trend lines, support, resistance, pivot points. Intermediate module, multiple time frames, Fibonacci, head and shoulders, crowns, news trading. And advanced strategy, system indicators, MACD, stochastic, moving average, etc., etc. And what we're trying to do here, we're trying to build a strategy or a system with this kind of knowledge. Okay, always remember, everybody, there is no right or wrong, and you can accept what we're teaching you, and you can also reject. Okay, not a problem. And number two, we are trying to understand and learn how risk management works in our strategy and our system. And the big one, we're trying to learn about psychology. Okay, and always remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Okay, it doesn't matter Japan, Alaska, Russia, Europe, China, Brazil, 90% of traders, it's different from broker to broker, but in general, it's the number, it's around 90%. 85, 90, whatever the number, right? And there is disclaimer, always remember that the webinars are not trading or investment advice, everybody. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat. Please allow 72 hours to answer. And never forget, having 2 skills is better than 1. And having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty. And trading is a learnable skill. This is the good news, right? That being said, everybody, Forex Traders Course 101, Lesson 3, the 5 different market behaviors. So let's jump into the chart, everybody. Okay, timer out. So from yesterday, right, what we learned yesterday, we learned that the Forex market is nothing more than a contract between the 2 countries because of the imports and exports, between the 2 of them. So they want to maintain the trade, right, the trade between the 2 countries, with some kind of stability, right? So if some value of some currency gets too much out of the range, then we are going to see the central bank intervention, sorry, my English, And yesterday we also learned about the highs and lows. Okay, so now today we are going to learn about the 5 different market behaviors. Okay, now knowing what highs and lows are, what are the 5 different market behaviors? Okay, and remember, everybody, this is beginner stuff. Okay, so if you are new, if you don't know anything about the market, okay, so behavior number 1, we all know this, it's an uptrend, right? It's an uptrend, and we can confirm the uptrend with the uptrend line. Okay, this is the first market behavior. And how do we identify an uptrend? Well, the market is making higher highs, and we learned this yesterday, right? And the market is also making higher lows. So higher highs, higher lows. The next one, it's a higher high, and the next one, it's a higher low. So this is the uptrend. Okay, question for you, everybody. If this is an uptrend, when it makes sense to buy the relevant currency pair? What do you think, everybody? Where should we buy the market? You know, this is the uptrend, right? Now, where it makes sense, it makes sense for us to buy it in here, and let's color code this in green. Or it makes sense for us to buy it down here, or it makes sense for us to buy it up in here. Everybody, and one more time, right? Don't be shy. There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn. Okay, ask questions in the chat. So everybody, where do you think it's the best place to buy? The uptrend, right? Uptrend, the market's making higher highs, higher lows. We have the pink quadrants showing us. Now, if this is the uptrend, where is the best place to buy? What would you say? Would you say that, so let's put some numbers, right? So would you say that number one in here, right? And let's make it bigger, 32. Would you say that number one is the best place to buy, or would you say that text number two is the best place to buy an uptrend, or would you say that number three is the best place to buy an uptrend? What would you say? Let's make a poll, everybody. 1, 2, or 3. Because if you are thinking, everybody, oh, it's all the same, it's not. Okay, it's not all the same. There are big differences if you buy at 1, or if you buy at 2, or if you buy at 3, right? And somebody's going to think, you know, oh, but it's moving up. Yeah, but we don't know the future, you know. Robin says, buy at the bottom of a retracement. Thank you very much. FX Spider at the bottom, but how to know the bottom is forming? We are going to learn this, okay? Just be patient. Number two. Ellen Black says number 2. Ami Rabba says 2. Okay, very good. So yes, everybody, the best place is to buy at number 2, right? Now, why it's not number 1? Well, because the market is still retracing from the high to a low. Okay, and this is the very basic concept, everybody, we need to learn as beginner traders, that the market must wave. You know, it's a must. It cannot move otherwise. And with the same logic, number 3 is the worst place to buy an uptrend. Okay, why? Because, you know, so on a smaller time frame, everybody, you know, what is happening? You know, when the market is near the downtrend line, now the market's making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? And we would buy number 3. And when number 3 happens, you know, we would lose, and we are scratching our head, man, you know, the market is after me, you know, or the broker is after me, or this market is just impossible, you know, and God don't loves me, you know, and all kind of stuff. When in reality, you know, clone, I just bought the market in the wrong place. You know, especially the ones, you know, some of you is trading, or at least trying to trade, on the smaller time frames, like 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, you know, sometimes even the 1-hour chart. You know, I would enter at number 3 and I would lose the trade, and I would say, man, you know, the market is against me. When in reality, the higher time frame, you know, like the daily chart or the monthly chart or the weekly chart, would clearly showing me that it made a higher high, you know, and it must. It's not that it could retrace, it's not that it should retrace, it must retrace. Okay, this is how this market works. Okay, and some of you were sending me a message on Skype and email, you know, can I use this knowledge in the stock market? You know, the answer is most likely not. Okay, most likely not, because the Forex market and the stock market are two different animals. They have different owners, you know, and they obey different rules. Okay, I mean, generally speaking, an uptrend line, it's an uptrend line, but how the Forex market moves, it's quite different. You draw, so DMW Ashgadi, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly, it's asking, you draw a trend line on which time frame? Everybody, what do you think? Great question. What is the answer? On what time frame should we draw trend lines? Everybody, great question. DMW, great question. So this is the market behavior, you know, the behavior number 1. Everybody, if you see that my English has a mistake, please correct me. Okay, not a problem. Robin says weekly and daily. Higher time frame, FX Spider. Great answers, everybody. So DMW, the complete answer. So Robin is correct and FX Spider is correct. The correct answer would be draw trend lines on every time frame that you are using. Okay. Up to my knowledge is that about 70% of traders in any given group are swing traders. Okay, it's not a rule, you know, that there were made research. So if you are a swing trader, everybody, you should have trend lines on the monthly, weekly, daily, and the trading time frame, which is 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, right? Now, if you're a scalper, as a personality, as a strategy, as a system, then you don't need, you know, the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame. You would focus on the 5 minute, 15 minute, you know, whatever the strategy or the system. If you are an intraday, trend lines go to the 15-minute chart, 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, daily not. Why not? Because you are intraday, right? And so on, and so on, and so on, okay? But a general answer would be DMW, you should have trend lines on every time frame that you are using to trade, okay? Now, this is the uptrend, everybody. Behavior number 2, it's the opposite direction. It's where the market's making lower lows, lower highs, and we can draw a downtrend line, you know. We need to connect the highs, okay, and we are going to learn how to properly draw trend lines. You know, some of you are breaking candlestick, the bodies of the candle. Some of you are breaking, when you draw a trend line, you are breaking the wicks, okay? So a downtrend, it's the same, just in the opposite direction. The market's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So this is behavior number 2, and clone. And let me see here, double click maybe, click. Okay, this is behavior number 2. So same question, everybody, you know, where is the best place to sell? Is the best place to sell here, and let's make it red, or is the best place to sell is here, or maybe the best place to sell is here or here, right? What do you think, everybody? Where is the best place to sell? And it's going to take you some time, everybody. This is what it's called spatial intelligence, okay? We can, as beginner traders, we can most likely quite easily see how the uptrend works, but we have a difficult time trading downtrends. And it's normal, okay? It's going to take you some time. So number 1, number 3, number 2, and number 4. Okay, everybody, what do you say? Ellen says number 1. Jean Tonelli number 1. Robin number 1. You know. Hello, honey.
Oh.
Yes, you can take this. Okay.
Viu?
Yes.
Você não achou aí você tava cego.
Yes, say hello to everybody.
Oh. Say hello. Vem, come. Achei.
Okay. My daughter just came to say hello, everybody. So behavior number 2, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, FX Spider number 2, right? Okay. Now, FX Spider one more time, right? If you're a complete beginner, number 2, it's not that it's wrong, right? But it's not maybe the best place to sell, right? Oh, but I have a better entry. Well, when the market is retracing, right, you don't know the future. Thank you, Robin. Hello. Yes. We are still in our home office, right, everybody? This is how we work from the last year, and it's going to be this year too, looks like. Thank you, Robin, for the smile. So FX Spider number 2, maybe, you know, if you're a beginner trader, maybe this is not the best place. Why not? Because the market is still retracing, right? And remember, everybody, from yesterday, there are many reasons why we as beginner traders lose money, but one of the biggest reasons is wrong timing. You know, I can spot a downtrend, I can spot a down structure, but I'm going to enter into the market at the wrong time and I'm going to lose, right? So the best place to enter would be number 1, everybody. And one more time, number 2 is not wrong, you know, number 3 is not wrong because the market is waving, but we are emotional when we trade, you know. So if I'm going to sell at number 3 or number 4, you know, and the market starts to go against me, as a beginner trader, I'm going to start to freak out, most likely, you know, like, man, again, you know, the market is moving down, and now that I'm in the market goes against me, and again, you know. Okay, so just to make it easier, everybody, the best places, okay, the best places to buy or sell are near the trend line. Okay, not to be too specific in this lesson. Okay, we are going to learn everything and anything step by step, but the best entries are near the trend line. Okay, and let's move on. The behavior number 3 is where the market makes equal highs and equal lows. It's called sideways movement, right? It's called also consolidation. Okay, so the market is making most likely equal highs and equal lows. Okay, so let's color code this in red. And let's color code this in red one more time. One more time. So this is market behavior number 3. Down in here. How would you trade this one, everybody? How would you trade market behavior number 3? And the market is making equal highs, right? More or less, right? Not to the pip, not to the point, but more or less, right? So in theory, when you're going to read some books, they're going to tell you it's to the pip, but reality, it's a little bit different, right? The live market. Okay, but it's a concept. We are learning concepts here. So how would you trade, everybody, the behavior number 3? Get in for a sell at the top of the trend line. Great answer, Robin. What else? Any other opportunities for us to make money in the behavior number 3? Everybody, any other options? So Robin says, okay, let's short the market when the market gets to the upper band, changes direction, and then we are going to sell the market. We're going to short the market. So yes, great answer. And this one, right? Okay. Short at the top says Danny. Yes, anything else? Short at the top says Robin. Short at the top says Danny. Anything else, everybody? Do we have any other ways to enter the market in a sideways movement called also consolidation? Okay. So short, right? Short at the top. What else can we do? We can also buy at the bottom, right? Because the market is sideways. It's moving from one band to the other. Okay? Make sense, everybody? So 1, 2, market behavior number 1, market behavior number 2, market behavior number 3. Okay? Those are the 3 tradable market behaviors. Okay? Now, before we talk about the 2 market behaviors that are not suitable for trading, for the beginner trader, everybody. So if the best place for me to buy the market is near the uptrend line in an uptrend, and the best place for me to short the market is near the downtrend line in a downtrend, and the best place for me to enter the market is when the market is reversing from the top, or when the market is reversing from the bottom, where should I put my stop loss on those 3 different behaviors? And everybody, you are in a course, you are going to have a homework. Remember, these webinars are not trading advice or investing advice. Okay? So the homework is going to be go on a demo account, find an uptrend, find a downtrend, find a sideways movement, which we're going to check today, and try to place a trade, but you also need to put a stop loss, right? So let's first talk about the uptrend. You know, where is the most logical place to put the stop? Robin says, put stop loss beyond the trend line, below, above the trend line. Yes, absolutely right, everybody. Absolutely correct. So what we're going to do, everybody, homework, right? Try to enter on a demo account, right? You are going to be sick and tired of me telling you demo account, you know, and try to enter at a great place, but either way, stop loss goes above or below the trend lines, everybody. Okay, so together, when the market is moving, making higher highs, higher lows, stop loss goes above and below the trend line. So clone and cloning here, you know, this would be the stop loss level. What about the behavior number 3? I'm shorting the market. So the market is here, and now, you know, it's doing something like this. Okay, I was late, you know, I didn't check the currency pairs, or I was walking my dogs, whatever, you know. I opened my charts and I spot the sideways channel, and I'm shorting the market in here. Okay, where should the stop loss go? Don't be shy, everybody. There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn. And one more time, you know, you can accept what we're teaching you. You can reject, you know, you can say, oh, I don't like this, you know, I don't agree with you. Not a problem. Then it says where the other tops are. Yes, sir. Pesego, usually I look around for 40 to 60 pips below, above the trend line, or close to a support resistance that the market has stopped before. Am I doing it correct? General answer is yes. Okay, Pesego? The answer is yes, you are doing it correct, but it's a general answer, you know. Your question has some specifics about support resistance, but generally speaking, the answer is yes, you are doing it correct. But it depends on the strategy too, okay? FX Spider above resistance, below support. Yes, everybody? So this is the way to go. What is too short and too long? DMW short means selling a currency pair. Long means buying a currency pair. It's, I don't know how to say in English. It's slang, right? It's jargon, you know, trader slang. Let's short the market, let's go long. DMW short is where we are selling the currency pairs, and long is where we are buying the currency pairs. Okay, everybody, so we are clear on the stop loss level. So clone would be something up in here, right? Okay, and don't put your stop loss, everybody, to the point, you know. Do as Pesego is saying, you know, put 20, 15 pips or points, whatever you want to call it, you know, put them above or below. So let me clone. Okay, this would be the stop loss when you are short, when you are long, when you are buying, when you are selling. Okay, great job, everybody. Now let's talk about the two behaviors that are not suitable for the beginner trader to trade. Okay, and okay, let's leave it here, you know. So one behavior, it's like this. Okay, it's making lower highs and it's making higher lows. Okay, and some of you are screaming, oh, but this is a widget. Yes, but this is a market behavior that it's not suitable for a beginner trader to trade. Remember, you are in a beginner's course. Okay, so clone, this is number 4. Okay, and double click, this is number 4. Okay, don't trade this one if you find it on the chart. And the behavior number 5, which is not tradable even for the professional trader. Okay, it's called chaos. It's where the market is making higher highs, but it's also making higher lows. Okay, not everybody, there are just a few skilled traders all around the world. I am not one of them that are able to trade this behavior number 5, you know, and I'm going to explain you why. There is a logic behind this, you know. This is behavior number 5. Okay, so for the beginner trader, don't trade this one. Okay, oh, I'm going to trade it. Yes, you can do whatever you want, you know, it's not a problem. So let's make this in what? Dark blue. Okay, so behavior number 4, it's not suitable to trade for the beginner trader. And not everybody, you know, as far as I know, it's my opinion, most of the professional traders, you know, and don't confuse investing with trading, you know, are not trading behavior number 5. This is what it's called chaos, right? Okay, and why not? Well, because chaos, it's like this, you know. You would have something like this, you know, and you don't know the future, right? You would have something like this. And the market would change, right? Something like this. So what would you do here when you see something like this? Would you buy the market? Would you go short? What would you do? Everybody? Would you go long? Would you buy? You know, we have a reversal, U-turn, you know. You have your RSI pointing up. You have your stochastic screaming to buy. You have EMA cross, you have MACD telling you that you need to go long. Pesego is smart, you know. I would stay out. Robin, buy, leave and have a cup of coffee. Danny is smart too, you know. We would buy, right? And I'm going to buy, everybody, right? And it doesn't matter how smart am I, you know, as a even the professional trader, everybody, you know. So I'm smart, and I'm going to have two stop loss levels, right? One is going to be here, and the other one is going to be down here, you know. And what chaos does, everybody is going to make a lower low, so the market is going to stop me out. Okay, now remember, everybody, I have a lower low, right? Now the market is going to retrace up in here and is going to give me a signal to go short. What I'm going to do now? You know, so I was buying something that I was thinking, and you know, trade what you see the market was making. At least it had two higher lows, you know, but I lost on this one, so it's okay. Now the market made a lower low, you know, and I'm in here, and the market it's reversing. What I'm going to do? Not enough confirmation to take a trade. Yes, look free, you are correct. But still, you know, what would you do in here? Sometimes this is what you are going to see, everybody. Luke, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Luke or Luke, it's correct, everybody. But still, you know, the market just made a lower low. See, the behavior number one, it's easy, right? When it's like beautiful like this, right? And the behavior number two, it's easy too, right? Oh, look at these beautiful lower lows, lower highs. It's easy. You know, what if on the chart I'm seeing something like this? Pesico says, I have same thing of look, but I can be a possible sell. What if there is chaos within an uptrend, downtrend? Great question, Robin. We're going to learn about this. Okay, we're going to learn about this. So everybody, what we are going to do, most likely we are going to sell, right? We would sell, right? And what is the market going to do? So I'm a smart trader, you know, I'm going to put my stop loss above here, and because I'm smart, I'm going to put the big stop loss, you know, up in here. And what is chaos going to do? It's going to hit my stop loss one more time. And it doesn't really matter what my strategy or indicators are saying. You know, it really doesn't matter. The market is going to hit my stop loss every single time. You know, make sense, everybody? So this is chaos. It's not suitable. You know, and somebody would say, you know, oh, but we can increase. Well, you don't know. You know, you don't know how this is the problem, you know. So advanced traders, we can trade the widgets, right? Because we can see a pattern. But talking about behavior number 5, everybody, you know, you can be smart and you can say, well, I'm going to put my stop loss down in here, you know, in this hole, you know, 2000 pips above or below. Well, we don't have the crystal ball, right? What if the market goes 250? You know, like it's going to do something crazy like this, especially on the smaller time frames. Make sense, everybody? And Robin is asking, what if there is chaos within uptrend and downtrend? We are going to learn, everybody, in the future. So I'm going to explain just briefly. Okay, so let's delete this and delete this. Delete. Okay, in the future lessons, everybody, you know, we are going to learn about relevant highs and lows. Thank you, everybody. So Robin is saying, what if this happens? Right? Something like this, you know? It's a great question. We are going to learn, everybody, about this one. So just a quick answer, Robin. We are going to learn what are the relevant highs and relevant lows. Okay, relevant high, relevant low. It's a great question. So we're going to identify how to understand the market, you know, and what is happening, right? Okay. Not today, okay? We have another agenda today, but this would be the answer, okay? We are going, the answer lies in understanding relevant highs and lows. Okay, Robin, and everybody else, you know, not all highs and lows are relevant, okay? So let's talk about homeworks, everybody, if you want to learn, okay? And let's put it down here. Then we're going to look at the charts, okay? Homework number 1, identify different market behaviors. Sorry for my English, everybody. So number 1 and number 2, put or make, right? Make some demo trades and put the stop loss according to the concepts. Okay, those are the 2 homeworks, everybody, until tomorrow. Oh, until tomorrow. Well, you are in a course, you know. Yeah, it's for free, but still, if you want to learn, you need to keep up the pace, right? Homeworks number 1, identify different market behaviors. We are going to do this right now. And number 2, make some demo trades, you know, and put the stop loss according to the concepts. You know, try to identify an uptrend on any time frame. Try to enter a trade, demo account, and put a stop loss below or above the downtrend, uptrend, or sideways movement, right? Okay. And don't, as a beginner trader, don't trade those 2. Okay. Tell me, everybody, type in the chat, please, a currency pair that interests you. Okay. And when I'm going to ask you questions like type in the chat a currency pair, we have a rule which says first comes, first is served. Okay. We are on AUD USD. Okay. So I'm going to wait for the currency pair, everybody. So from the upper band, right? From the upper band to the lower band, monthly chart, right? What can I see? You know, I can see, oh, Robin says already, okay, NZD-JPY. Okay, great. So NZD-JPY. And remove drawings. Okay, NZD-JPY. If you're a beginner trader, you should have your monthly bands on the chart already. If you don't have your monthly bands, please do it, you know. So something like this. Okay. Now, yesterday we learned that starting from up in here, we are going to go short, long term. Okay. Lesson number 1, the long-term direction for the coming months and maybe years is down, right? And yes, the market must waver, extension, retracement, extension, right? So this is the monthly chart, right? Now, what are the different behaviors that I can see? Well, I can see high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. I can see a downtrend here. Everybody, do we agree that we have a downtrend? And what else? You know, I can see, I can spot, you know, it was for some time, it was sideways, right? The market was in consolidation, you know, from the monthly chart first, right? So it was, I need to disable, okay, there you go. So we can spot this one, right? Sideways movement. Do we agree, everybody? Crypto God says yes, you know, so we have downtrend, we have a sideways movement, you know. We have also, we're going to jump on the weekly chart, but we can see what is not suitable for the beginner trader, you know, the widget, you know, also called pennants, right? Bull pennant, bear pennant, flagpole pennant, all kinds of pennants, you know. So I was in here, we were in here, and then the market broke out from the sideways movement and start to make, you know, one more time high to low to high, you know, to low to high to low to high to low. So downtrend, right? Market making higher high, lower lows, lower highs, right? And yes, I made a mistake. This is another low. This is a high. This is a low. This is a high. This is a low. And this is a high. And this is a low, right? And let me see if we have a high here. I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, we don't have. So this is it, everybody. Okay. Everybody, does anybody think that this is an uptrend? FX Spider, so we need 2 highs and 2 lows to define a trend. Yes, sir. How to get reference of these lessons? DMW, would you be so kind and be more specific, because I don't understand your question? How to get reference of the lessons? CryptoGat says no. Why not? Why the quadrant is not an uptrend? GBP USD next. Okay, we are going to see, we have time. I think it's in an uptrend. I will retest support. Everybody, what defines an uptrend or a downtrend? What defines, everybody? What is the definition of an uptrend? Everybody, what is the definition of the uptrend? If you're a beginner trader, you must learn this stuff, okay? So uptrend where the market is making HH higher highs and HL higher lows. This is the uptrend. Higher highs, higher. 5-way structure. In the future, yes, but for a beginner trader, look, it's, you know, it's where the market's making higher highs, higher lows. And how many highs and lows it needs? Minimum. So is this an uptrend? I have a low in here and I have a high in here. Is this an uptrend, everybody? Am I in an uptrend? I have a low and I have a high. Is this an uptrend? The concept states uptrend where the market's making higher highs, plural, and higher lows. So no, not yet. Very good. Now I have 2 lows and the second low is a higher low, but I have 1 high. Is this an uptrend? Robin says no, Willie no, Pesego no. I have 2 lows where the second low is a higher low, but I have only 1 high. So let's make it better, right? Where the market it's making higher highs and higher lows, where the second high and the second low are higher highs and higher low, higher high, right? Okay. Uptrend when the market is making higher highs and higher lows, where it has two highs, where the second high and the second low are higher high and higher low. So absolutely correct, everybody, not yet. Now we have an uptrend. Now look at the chart, everybody. Do we have an uptrend? NZD-JPY monthly chart, do we have an uptrend? And if the answer is yes, or if the answer is no, what does this mean to you as a beginner trader? We learned yesterday, everybody, what are highs and lows. So we have different opinion. Okay, so let's see. We have the first low, yes? What is a low? A low, it's a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with higher low values. So we have a low. What about the high? What about the high? Do we have a high? Is this a high, everybody? Is this blue candle a high? It seems like it, yes, sir, but we need to be careful here. So is this a high? The blue one? We have a low, right? We have the first low, yes, we do. Do we have a high? No, no, no. So we don't have a high. Now, is this a high? Is this candle a high? Not enough history. No, no, no. It needs two lower candles on each side of it. Great, everybody. So no. Okay, so we don't have an uptrend. Okay, we don't have an uptrend. Right? Now, what does this mean to you as a trader? Let's see how smart you are, everybody. If we don't have an uptrend and the market must wave, and this is a concept, what is going to happen for sure? Whoops, I just give you the answer. Silly me, right? Silly me, I just give you the answer. You can laugh at my face, everybody, it's not a problem. You know? What is going to happen for sure? The only thing that it's unknown, it's when. You are a beginner trader, you have nothing about the Forex market, and you are learning how the market works, you know, how the market behaves, and you are learning that the market, it must wave. It cannot move otherwise. It must wave. It must go into an extension, and then it must retrace. It must. It's going to happen. 100%. Robin, congratulations, it will retrace. So if you're a beginner trader, everybody, a possible retracement, the market went high, now it goes down. Everybody, it's a must. Do you know the waves? Ocean waves, sea waves? You know, the market must wave. So if you're a beginner trader, okay, not to get too specific today, so what is better, right? Talking about probabilities, it is better for us to just go long and buy. It's better for us to wait and wait when the market's going to retrace because it's a must, you know, or it's better for us just to sell right now. FX Spider, no, it's not a high. It doesn't have two candles on the right. Okay, those are the rules, everybody. Yes, but there are no yes, but. You know, we can talk about and have a conversation about concepts, but the rules are the rules. Okay? It's not a high. A high must have 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. It doesn't have, not yet. Okay? So everybody, it's better for us to just go long and buy the market. Sorry about this. It's just better for us to wait, because we are expecting the market to retrace, or should we just sell right now? Everybody. What if it has more candles on each side on its lower time frames? It can have, a great question. So the minimum is 2 on the left and 2 on the right. It can have more, it's not a problem, but the minimum requirement is 2. Okay, so this is the, we have 10 more minutes, everybody. This is the monthly chart. Okay, now let's go on the 2-hour chart, right? 2-hour chart. NZD-JPY. I'm sorry, we don't have time for GBP-USD. We're going to do it tomorrow. Okay. NZD-JPY 2-hour chart. So this is your homework. Try to identify and spot the different market behaviors. You know. So compress the chart. Well, I'm a beginner trader. Maybe I can spot something. Well, maybe this was some kind of sideways movement, you know, maybe not the best, but still, you know, what else can I spot? Well, maybe I can spot some kind of sideways movement, small consolidation in here. Then I can spot some uptrend, market making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, until up in here, you know. Let's try to find some chaos. And what else? Well, I'm just training my spatial intelligence, everybody. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And if you don't see, zoom in the chart, right? Let's zoom in the chart. You know, zoom in the chart. Low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low. So this was an uptrend, and then we had a short downtrend, right? Crypto God is saying, if it don't break upper support, then go short. Look free to my eye, it looks like bearish butterfly harmonic formation. Thank you, Luke, but we are here with beginner traders, my friend. Okay, be patient, everybody. This is a beginner's course. Okay, it's too much to understand, to talk about harmonic formation and everything, everybody. And Fibonacci's, we are going to learn everything, but step by step. Okay, we need to understand first the basics, how the market works, how the market behaves, and everything. So this is the 2-hour chart, right? NZD JPY 2-hour chart. Now, see, everybody, this is the 2-hour chart, and this is the uptrend line. This is the uptrend line. When the market is going to come somewhere down in here, what you are going to do? As a beginner trader, there is a great chance, you know, starting from today, right? What I'm going to do most likely as a beginner trader when the market comes to near the uptrend line and does something like this. What we're going to do? Most likely, right? If it don't break the uptrend, look for a buy, says Pesego. Great answer. We are going to buy the market, and the market is going to do something like this, and we are going to lose. Why did we lose, everybody? With the stop loss under the uptrend line, right? Yes, Pesego, but we are going to lose most likely. Why is that? maybe we are going to win, but maybe not, right? So if we are going to win, everybody, the answer is going to be, you know, how do you know? Why did we win? Well, we bought an uptrend. So this is the easy answer, right? But if the market is going to push down and we are going to lose, why did we lose? It broke structure. No, structure is something else. We are going to learn about structure. This is not structure. You know, so everybody, this is one of the most important concept, okay? Trading concept that you're going to learn. It doesn't matter swing trader, scalper, intraday, you know, and it says that the higher time frame controls price direction of the smaller time frames. Okay, starting from today, every time that you lose on a smaller time frame, just remember that it's a trading concept. The higher time frame controls price direction and movement of the smaller time frames. Okay, so many times, hopefully some of you has an aha moment right now, like, oh my god, you know. So many times we are going to enter the market on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, and we are going to lose. You know, why is that? Okay, AUD CAT. So we are on NZDJPY. And to remove drawings and to remove indicators, and let's go on the monthly chart, right? See everybody? On the right side you have the monthly chart, and on the left side you have the 2-hour chart, you know, and the market, it must wave. Okay, so even though I didn't do anything wrong, I was trading what I see. The market reversed near the uptrend line, you know. If I lost, if I'm going to lose, it's why? Because the monthly, it must retrace, you know. There are just a few certainties in the markets, and this is one. The market, in order to move, it must wave. Okay, it must wave. It must goes into extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement. So it's true, right? We don't have the crystal ball. We don't know when, but we know that it must retrace. When it's going to retrace and how big the retracement, this is our job as traders, you know, to identify, to train, you know. But this is the reason, you know. So not to get too much for today, every time that this would be a concept, every time that you lose on your time frame of choice, you know, 1-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame, whatever, check the higher time frame. Pesego, if the higher time frame is going long, we should look for possible long position on lower time frame, right? Answer, it depends on your trading style. This is a yes for a swing trader, it's a no for an intraday and a scalper. It's not that easy, unfortunately, right? Swing trader is yes, intraday scalper it's no, it depends. Should we look at monthly movement if we are day traders? Okay, Robin, you need to specify there are different types, you know, day traders. If you are closing your trades during the day, you know, then you don't need to look at the monthly chart. Okay, but it's a general question and general answer. I cannot give you a concrete answer, you know. I would need more information on what time frame you are trading, you know, what is your trading style. Okay. Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow at the same time. Remember the homeworks. Okay, come tomorrow with questions. Okay. So stay strong, everybody, and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.